All right, guys, so I am here today with Hannah. I feel like we've done this 17 times. With Hannah from Ala Tab, who is a food stylist, grazing board specialist.
Grazing board. Cheese platter, connoisseur.
She does a lot of things with food. And so I thought that the best person to come to the market with today would be you.
That's awesome.
She's taking me to one of her favorite spots, which is KGMTL. And we're gonna basically go through some produce, mainly fruits, because I feel like vegetables are pretty self-explanatory.
Yeah.
And I'm just gonna ask her all the questions, and I'm gonna give some tips myself because I have some. And we're gonna just shop for
So much fun.
for fruits and veg.
Perfect.
And so, do you do this all the time?
I do. I come here 4 times a week for work purposes, but also an activity with the kids. It's also really fun. Definitely Jean Talon Market is kind of my spot, you know?
Yeah. So we're masked up. We're going in. I do think that they're gonna they're gonna close the door so it could just be us, so we don't have to wear our masks while filming. Obviously, otherwise, right now we don't have the choice. So let's go inside. Show me the magic. Pretend I'm your child. So when you generally come in, do you always talk to the owner or the person working to ask what's good, what's fresh?
Chinino, it's always fresh. So you're in luck when you come here. So
Right.
it's great. But I feel at the market especially, it's good to build a relationship with yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So I've been coming here for a while and I support them. I like them. They're super great. Come here and they'll be like, oh yeah, by the way, we got this week, or we got something really good coming up next week. So I think just building a relationship with anyone in the market is really fun.
Yeah.
So yeah, and we talk too often and see what we want. I mean,
Also
for me,
your
my
boxes,
exactly.
right? You
So for
need to
me,
know.
Yeah. And
Speaking of
yeah,
which,
really
do you have
love
watermelon radishes? So obviously right now is a really good time to be here because there's so much in season that's grown in Quebec. Cucumbers and
They're
watermelon.
they're like watermelon.
Well, they're basically baby cucumbers that look like watermelon.
They're so cute and they're super crunchy and they're actually really good on a fruit platter.
They are.
Look at that.
Oh my god.
It's your lucky day.
I'm buying this.
And turn it around.
Hey guys, watermelon radishes inside, they're pink. They are my favorite things. I mean, if no one's gonna buy them, I will buy them all. I'm sure they're really expensive, but it's okay.
Yeah, it's super expensive.
Yeah, but they last forever. I can keep this in my fridge. I'm obsessed with these. Ask Hannah. It's I feel like this is how we really connected. Okay.
So the best way when you go to a market is to get anything that's seasonal, because when you get something seasonal, you're really getting top quality.
Right.
Right now we have blueberries, raspberries, and veggie side we have radishes, which Catherine and I love. And so obviously coming January, you're not going to get Quebec radishes, so this is the time to really eat them and enjoy them. Carrots as well, heirloom tomatoes as well, even the cherry tomatoes.
These ones
They're
I love.
so good.
They're so delicious, but the ones on the vine also are so sweet.
Yeah, especially when you roast them too.
Yeah,
They're really
and
good.
I will say, obviously, there are, it's difficult sometimes to eat locally and eat what's in season, but that is really how we are meant to eat. I find myself, I'm not the biggest tomato lover, but right now I'm so called to want to eat tomatoes. Same with melons, as we know. I haven't shut up about it. As I become more into natural eating and eating a lot of fruits and veg, I'm called to eating what is sort of local in the moment. And so when you can, buying local is the best way to go. Doesn't have to travel, doesn't get sprayed, doesn't get, there's a lot less importing.
Yeah.
But it's not always an option. So we're just gonna go through and see how you're gonna pick the best veggies and fruits. Example with tomatoes, how do you know which tomato to pick?
So heirloom tomatoes are definitely in season right now, and that's what you want to go. So the cherry tomatoes, even the colorful ones, all from Quebec. And so I guess with COVID, what they're trying to tell you is not to really massage. No. Just.
I'm
notice, no. But you'll notice some of them. All you have to do is just. That's it. You got this one. It's a bit hard. It's fine. In a couple days. In a couple days, it's perfection. Exactly.
soft.
You don't want it to be too soft unless you're eating it like this afternoon.
Right. Okay, I'm gonna grab this one. When it's hard like that, no matter what, you would leave it out.
Yes.
Unless it's soft, then you go in the fridge.
Exactly. So I never put my
Tip. That's a tip.
It is a tip. It is a tip.
It's the tip.
But just like
Just the tip. I have a little bit of an obsession with melon.
I just told you.
It's not normal. It's never the season for pineapple in Quebec. This is a tropical fruit. What is the tip? Like, how do we know? Let's say I was like, I want to have pineapple for, I was going to say dessert, but we know
Right.
I ate it on an empty stomach. I want to have pineapple tomorrow morning. Like, how do I know?
So this one is super green. Notice it's like you can't really pull out the leaves, so that wouldn't be ideal. This one is probably ready in like 3-4 days. So
So you leave it on your counter and you wait.
leave it exactly.
Okay.
It would have to be more yellow, and then you just literally take a leaf, and if it comes out easily, then you know it's ready.
See, that's a really good tip. See,
These
this is
are
what this is
also
why we're
really
here
good.
with you. Mangoes are we love these mangoes. Obsessed. They're incredible.
Have you tried the mini mangoes?
Oh,
All right, let me tell you something. These mini mangoes are to die for. They're from Colombia. They're actually quite expensive, but once you try these, it's like a treat on its own. Like
It tastes like flowery,
but like
florally, like but
floral
good.
candy.
Yeah. So obviously with these, when they're green, they're not ripe. I find though, sometimes they do get more yellow. They got more like orangey yellow.
Yeah.
And then you really know. They'll also start to like shrivel a little bit.
A little, yeah.
You know?
That's when it's
A little lemon tip that I go for when I'm looking for my copious mouthful. Maybe I'll teach you something today.
very
You,
excited.
you want to go for a lemon that is a little less porous if you can. So, I mean, you're not going to go crazy, but like, you want to just like make sure it has a little bit of like give to it when you like touch it. Mainly because the harder it is, generally the drier it is inside. There's less juice. But if you ever have a lemon like that, you can roll it on the counter and it like gets the juices going. But something I've learned is that sort of the smoother that they are, like this one is a bit smoother and you can see it has more give. So inside it's going to be really, really nice and juicy.
Is it gross that I roll it with my foot?
You do?
I do, because I have a problem with my feet.
Oh no, but but not with like a shoe, like with your bare foot.
Well, with socks, and like only when it's at home, not for work, you know. And
Make
then I
sure to
wash
say
it.
disclaimer. She's not rolling your stuff out. I swear. Your cheese rolls, guys. The brie. So it's a tip that I think I know, but you're gonna confirm this. So you take the avo, and then there's the little stem,
Yeah,
and you remove it. And when it's really green, it's not ready.
exactly.
And when it is ready, it becomes
A bit more brownish.
a bit more brownish. So, tip, and then eat it.
So if you want to use avocados and you can't find any that are ready to be used, you can just take a bunch with an apple in a brown bag, close it up, and it's probably perfect by the next day, or just leave them outside, not outside, but by the sun, by the window, and you're good to go.
So smart. You can charge your mushrooms in the sun. So if you leave them out in the sun, they will absorb more vitamin D, and then you eat them and you will get, it's a really good way to get bioavailable vitamin D, which is really difficult to get, other
That's
than like pumpkin
amazing.
seeds and a few, yeah.
Just
And
leave
right
them by the
now,
sun.
vitamin D is king with COVID, so. This is a fresh, did you know this? This is a fresh date.
Why are you loving
You
these?
knew that?
Yeah.
I had no idea.
les mange comme ça?
I'm making my own dates.
my
I'm putting them in the
Ah, moi, je trouve ça
freezer.
un peu,
Stay tuned.
Florence could tell us these cherries are the best ones from Oregon, right?
Yeah, Oregon
So
cherries.
they're actually
Yeah, the red ones.
the
I
red
love
ones there
these.
from Oregon. They are so delicious, and you should try one.
Mm,
I always try them. Don't tell my mom.
delicious.
Right?
Mm-hmm. Oh my god.
Plums and peaches are in season right now, so that's that's something you should go for.
Right.
A lot of them are obviously from Ontario. They have really good peaches and nectarines.
Yes.
And then there's a lot from the U.S. So Italian plums are actually delicious just like that, but you can make a killer jam with it. Donut peaches, delicious, very good. I love putting these in my fruit boxes.
So when you buy them, you'll buy them hard, let them sit out for a day or two.
yeah, I
That's
mean,
your-
it depends. You know, it could be a little soft, and that's cool, but you kind of want to go for like.
You want like a meaty, yeah. You don't want it to be too soft.
You don't want
I
it
don't
to
like
be
a
too
soft peach.
And then if you buy a lot, then if you have a few that are soft, they're kind of gonna go all bad.
my husband eats.
These are my favorite. They're super crunchy. They're a little tart, and they're really good.
God, I like tart.
Yellow plums. They're called yellow plums. Oh, and we have obviously Greek figs. So you start
My
with
husband loves
Californian.
figs.
Really? Californian
He eats
figs
so
are
many.
delicious.
Okay.
Then your Greek figs.
Californian figs are the
Yeah. Black mission.
black ones?
Yeah.
Okay.
These are good.
Those are from California.
Calimirna.
So now we're gonna eat one?
Yeah.
These ones, see how it's not too, it's a little hard, but like,
Yeah. It's like jam.
This is beautiful.
right?
This is
So,
actually stunning.
do you know how figs are made?
No, don't tell me. I know.
Ruin it for everyone.
I don't want to eat it now. You don't eat the outside, right?
I eat everything. You can. I eat the outside.
I do when I watch them. Or not.
So can I get like 6 of them? So how do you know to pick the right fig? Because I feel like figs soften and become like, they have like a time.
Yeah, so if I can just grab one from Florence, like, see how it's not cracked?
Yeah, okay.
That's, you want to go for that because once it's cracked, the juice just oozes out.
Oh yeah.
Is that a weird thing to say?
No, but-
Wait a couple days and they just kind of crack open a bit.
Oh.
But if you buy it like this,
You eat it like, yeah,
like
it's
right away.
It's done, yeah.
Yeah.
Can we talk about stone cherries?
This is Visalis. It's bigger.
Yeah, they're amazing.
Yeah. I have the ground cherries from. You still have it?
These are incredible. They kind of look like a tomato. They taste like, it's like fruity. There's like a little bit of like a seed inside. They're so good. They're not too sweet, which I like. It's a good like afternoon snack. Delicious.
I actually put these in my grazing boxes
They're incredible.
in the fall. Mais cerise de terre in the fall.
C'est tout. Là, on est parti là, tout automne.
Oh yeah?
Oh ouais.
That's great. She's like, great.
T'as-tu entendu ce qu'elle a dit?
Non, qu'est-ce qu'elle
You're gonna be seeing me.
Yeah.
Great. In season, we have raspberries and wild blueberries also.
Incredible.
The wild blueberries are very good.
Heavy
I
metal
think-
detoxifier.
And also, if it's non-organic, it's fine as well, right?
Yeah, because they're local. There's no pesticides. Honestly, wild blueberries are far more nutritionally superior to a blueberry. They really are.
So then that's...
But to snack on, they're not my favorite because they're not crunchy.
They're not crunchy, but if you freeze these,
Yeah,
apparently nutrition-wise,
it gets better.
it gets better.
Yeah, and,
So
and by the way,
great for
you want to
smoothies.
right, and you want to buy them now because right now they are in season. So you want to freeze things at their peak ripeness, and then you have them all year round if you want. You know,
Yeah,
if you want to be if you have the extra freezer.
someone will... So, for example, these watermelons, they're massive. Obviously, you know... Oh, that's a good one. But then you have specialists that really
We also
know
have
what they're
this.
doing.
We put up a guide on Girls Living Well to tell you how to pick the perfect watermelon. But that's a white spot. So this says white spots are going to be more tasteless. Like this has a big orange spot. So I think this is going to be good. I like to have a relationship with my grocer. I like to talk to them. I like to ask them the questions. They know what I like. Like you end up kind of making a relationship. Again, I think that the connection to your food is so important, especially when you're getting healthier. And I think it's so important to be excited about the food that you're gonna eat and being excited about fruits and vegetables and your natural produce because that should be the bulk of what you're eating, you know? So I don't want to get too like intimate about it, even though we've been very intimate this whole time. But yeah, it's there's a real connection. When you feel a connection to your food, it makes it better, and I really feel that we like absorb the nutrients better, and I need to get a life, basically.
Just dropped it off from the farm, and it's right here for us. This is amazing. Heirloom tomatoes are beyond. My new addiction is toast, vegan cheese, and like tomatoes.
So good.
But always salt your tomatoes before eating them.
Yeah.
Like, don't just...
All right, so we are done. We are gonna go eat now.
Yes.
We've had so much fun in the market. Thank you so much for doing this with me.
Thank you so much. It was
A lot of
fun.
sexual innuendos. We hope you guys like this video. We're definitely gonna create more content for you guys. Leave a comment down below for more videos you want to see us do together.